Welcome to Cork in the North. Thanks very much, everybody. We've got another episode for you this week, Thursday, 6 o'clock, joined by the amazing Aaron Butler. Aaron, how are you?
Happy Thursday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me. You're not just here with Aaron Butler today. Today you're here with Professor Butler, because I got glasses on, so everyone knows I wear glasses now.
You were. I've not really seen you with glasses that much.
I rarely wear these. I never wore them performing. I went for a phase when I first came back to stand-up where I was always wearing glasses, and then I sort of became conscious of, can the audience see my face? Is my facial expressions being obscured? Is it a bit weird? So I stopped wearing them, and I feel like that worked better for me. So yeah, but I wear them for mostly cinema and mostly driving. I mean, all driving, because
mostly driving. Yeah, just some days I just go in blind.
Yeah, I can't raw dog driving.
It's a bit of potluck, really, isn't it? Yeah. Well, good to see you, Ara. We've loads to catch up on, and also thanks to everyone to subscribe. Please do sign up to the Patreon. It's £3 a month. I'm blue in the face, I'm telling you. You're getting free content if you like what we do. You can at least help us out for a few months. Discounted tickets for the live show are there. There's not that many left, about 22 or 23 or something. Probably be a bit less when this actually goes out. All the details are in my link tree on my Instagram and also on my website. Please do come. It's Sunday, the 10th of October, which is in the Duncairn in Belfast. It starts at 3 o'clock and it finishes around 5. Doors are at 2 o'clock. It's bring your own booze. If you want, or there is a cafe there. We're trying to do this as easy as possible for people. Tickets are a tenner, but if you're a patron, you get a big discount, which most people on the Patreon have taken that up. But please do sign up, because you will also get access to loads of other features as well. Discounts on the beanie hats, discounts on the t-shirts, and some mugs as well, which are all up on the Patreon. So we do really appreciate it. Also as well, this episode, we need to let you know we are sponsored by Rockadoodle Do Hot Sauce. We've tried these, Aaron. Well, I've tried these before, and they kill you. Okay, so if you're looking for have a bit of fun with your mates and try out different levels of hot sauce, Rockadoodle Do Hot Sauce. This one I'm holding up here is violent intentions. We tried this one. Sean tried this one, and we actually ended up having to cut the recording because it was too hot. Okay, and also the other one that we've got here, which I've used as well, is Open Your Eyes. These are all kind of named after Snow Patrol songs and stuff, because this is the band.
Do they
Open Your Eyes.
Do they have one called Violence?
No, Violent.
Does Snow Patrol have a song called Violent?
Producer Sean, does Snow Patrol have a song called Violent?
We'll cut this out and we will check.
Sean, you check. You let us know when you find the answer. Sean,
I think they do. So the band Snow Patrol have these sauces because it's also linked to a charity as well for Music for All, which basically means any profits from the sauces go to young people to make sure that they can all get access to a musical instrument.
That's lovely.
Which is also a lovely thing. And the Snow Patrol are from Bangor, right, which is a city. Yeah?
I forgot they got upgraded to
a city. Bangor's a city.
Quite recently, yeah. All because they have one Premier Inn.
They got one Premier Inn, they're a city, and a couple of white people have a yacht boat. And all of a sudden you're ahead of yourselves. All right, I've been to Bangor plenty of times.
Yeah, it feels like Bangor's just had a good year at the office, so the managers called them in and been like, Bangor, listen, numbers are good.
Do you know what I'd love if they actually took the city off them?
What, regress them back down to a town?
No, to a village.
Were they a village before?
A crossroads. No. Bring it down from a city to a town to a village to a crossroads
to a piss stop
to a services. Bring it. That's what's the hierarchy
to Guantanamo Bay. That's where we go next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we put all the prisoners there.
So. Before we crack on, Rockadoodle Do, they aim to, sorry for cutting you off there. Aaron,
no, please continue about Rockadoodle Do. I didn't know we were still talking.
Sorry, we aim to elevate your culinary experience by crafting unique, handcrafted, award-winning sauces, right, and that tantalise the taste buds. So if you're into hot sauces, these are the things to be getting, right? They inspire culinary creativity to our customers. Over the past 8 years, they've won multiple awards through the Guild of Fine Food, the Irish Food Awards, and worked with such names as Blackened Whiskey, Dunville Whiskey, Snow Patrol, and the band Metallica. Which is a bit of a difference. Snow Patrol and Metallica. A bit of an odd combination there, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of a contrast. It's kind of like when me and you gig together.
You know what I mean?
I'm Metallica, you're Snow Patrol.
Yeah, I'm just pedestrian. And you're like fucking full on.
I'm coming in with the rough stuff. Yeah, for sure.
They're constantly working to bring you the tastiest and hottest natural sauces around while having fun and supporting a great charity in Music for All, www.musicforall.org.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
we've tried them. And we're going to be trying them again soon.
Right.
It's very hot.
Yeah, I remember watching you both roll around in pain for quite a bit of time.
Very hot. But they also have different levels. So these are the hottest, but they have like 7 or 8 different ones.
Yeah.
So you start off a really light,
You start
mild.
low.
Start low. It's
Build
like
up your
going
tolerance.
Nando's, isn't it?
Like going out, build up your tolerance.
Build up your tolerance,
No,
yeah.
don't go in bareback straight away. You know what I
No.
mean?
Which
You
is
need-
exactly what me and Mandra done.
Just these two guys thought they're big lads. I mean, thought they were hard men. They go, we can, well, fuck up, Barn. We can take a hot sauce. You're a wee dickhead and all. Shut up, you be fruit. And I was like, no, don't say that, guys. That's problematic. And yous were like, no, it's not. Ways up. And then yous can proceeded to eat them. And then yous ate them, rolled in pain for a while, and then went, do you want to try it? As if me to go, oh wow, that looks great. I'd love to be feeling like that right now. So yeah, maybe like, look, I'm happy to try maybe some of the lower end spice level sauces, and we'll work our way up to violent.
They are to violent. Yeah.
What's is the first one just called?
your mouth?
You know,
Your mouth is going through a
first
lot
one
of
called
violence.
Mellow. You know,
It's hard going, but if you want to visit rockadoodledoo.com, follow us, follow them.
Is that the URL? Rockadoodledoo.com.
Imagine-
A guy had to type that into you, so he'd be like, I have to see if that's registered.
Rockadoodledoo to me sounds like your child has been given some songs to or some rhymes for when they're going to sleep. You
I
know,
was
like
gonna say, is that-
rockadoodledoo.
I thought it was when you wake up as a cockadoodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
For we're all having a happy old time here
Yeah.
this Thursday evening. You're looking at that like a war veteran who's like,
I'm just checking the last thing I'm going to tell you about the spicy sauce.
okay,
is
you're still going.
It's 4 stars. 4 stars is the hottest.
Okay.
4 flames.
why is 5 stars not the hottest?
I don't know the ratings of hot sauce.
Maybe
But anyway, it's good. Try it out, guys. These guys are supporting the podcast, which we really do appreciate. Aaron, good to see you. The last time I saw you, we did the Shane Todd Live Patreon episode last Friday, and then I went to Cork straight away. So I was in Cork all weekend, and I was driving down to Cork, and I was telling Julie, I said, you know what, I really need to bring Aaron Butler to Cork.
Yeah, Cork's ready for me.
You think so?
I think so. I think it's time I branch out and go meet my fellow Corkians, my fellow Corksuckers.
Cork suckers.
You know, that shot, for somebody who's just looking at the camera shots here,
Yeah.
we just cut away from Aaron, and then when we came back, immediately there was something in your hand, and it looked weird.
Here, it's quite phallic, this. You know,
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Hey,
now.
that sofa cost 300 quid.
Sorry. My bad.
You're lucky you're allowed to sit in it without a white towel
I
underneath you.
apologize. Yeah.
I'm only joking.
I know.
And for anyone watching as well, this sign looks slanty. Right? This sign looks slanty.
Yeah.
But we've measured it and
have.
it's straight, but there's something up with when it comes out on camera that it looks like. So we're going to fix it for next week because we're going to actually change the cork. We're going to change the background of the white. We took a risk with these colours, but Aaron's arrived in and he's gone. Not too sure about that. So we're going to reprint the
He's wearing
sign.
his Gokwan glasses.
You're
and all,
you're
so
being
he
very
could be
kind
able to-
about it. I seen it and went, nah. I'm very blunt with these sort of things, but I think it's better to be that way than to tiptoe around you and go, oh yeah, it's okay. Like if something's not okay, I'll just say it's not okay.
Okay, well, we appreciate your feedback. Do you want to pay for it? It's £24.
Is that how much it was?
£24, yeah.
Wow.
It's a good sign, but we'll put it over on the other side of the studio.
No, we have to burn it.
We're
That's
not
the
burning
way
it.
it works now. We bring it to the bonfire out in July. Everything we don't use in this studio, we bring to the nearest bonfire, and we just
On the 11th of July.
11th of July. I said 12th, didn't I? I didn't.
It's
look.
not the 12th.
Never been to one.
Do you think Andrew will ever get a poster on the bonfire?
You know you've made it in Northern Ireland when there's a picture of you being burnt on the 11th of July on a bonfire next to Michelle O'Neill and all of them.
You'd have to be in an election, I think,
Yeah.
to get that. Is there anyone who
just really hated him?
who's not a political person that they've burned a poster of? Do we have any names?
Henrik
to come
Larsson.
out? Yeah, did they burn one of fucking
I'm
Henrik
near
Larsson?
sure Henrik.
Why?
Larsson.
So you're telling me on the 11th of July they went, let's burn Henrik Larsson?
I'm almost sure of it.
And have
don't
you heard
like
the news
Swedish.
today that the UVF have been disbanded
In
Again?
East Belfast.
in East Belfast? Is there still a West one?
Oh, very doubtful.
And a North one and a
In
South
all
one?
seriousness, probably because the Shankill Road is still considered jurisdictionally West Belfast.
Wow, that must be killing them.
Well, look, it's killing someone.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it all. You know, I would say, when they say disbanding, what's that mean? Like
I don't know.
on
They're
a
probably
break?
just rebranding. They're going through a rebrand. They're probably getting a new Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, they're getting a new HR department in, something like that.
Yeah, there's probably a new website coming. Like,
moving
you know,
office.
They're moving
Get
office.
like a new hipstery name.
Yeah,
you know?
they're gone woke.
What could be a hipster UVF? Just YUV?
I don't know, but
Man,
like,
come
you know,
join
when a
Yov.
brand, like a pub rebrands, and then it's called the Rusty Saddle,
Yeah.
you know, or the Dirty Hook or something.
The dirty
I
hook.
was going to say the dirty hooker.
And it's changed from the dirty hook to the clean candle. Anyway, So, what I was going to say to you, so last Thursday I did a show at the ICC and Jeffrey Donaldson was in the audience. I didn't ask him to come on. I don't think he'll be speaking to me after my performance.
Oh really? Did you put your cards on the table?
Well, let me just say. So we did an event at the Northern Ireland Chamber of Commerce, hosted by Holly Hamilton, and I was kind of like a guy dressed in a referee's outfit, and my job was to go on and settle the room because they're quite noisy, right? Hey, it was a paid gig.
No, listen.
And I'll be honest with you, I sent you a picture of me as dressed as referee. We're going to give the picture to Sean, and Sean's going to put it up on the YouTube here. Okay, Sean?
Yeah.
I was dressed as a football referee. I went out to whatever 800-900 people at the waterfront. It's the ICC, isn't it? Is that what it's known as? The International Conference Centre.
The conference centre, which is in the waterfront.
I sent a message to Aaron, me dressed as when they gave it to me, I was like, I felt a bit, oh God, I've been shafted here. But actually, when I put it on, I went on stage. It was great.
You just went, I'll have a laugh with this. I'll
yeah,
make the
embrace
best of
it.
the situation. Yeah.
No ego here.
That's the way you got to do it.
There's no ego here.
You got to just look at yourself in the mirror and go, I'm in my 40s. Literally.
Late 30s, just say late 30s. Okay, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We can't lie to the audience, Andrew. You know you got to.
Yeah, I'm 41.
Yeah.
But I went, right, and I did it. And it was a really good event.
Okay.
Right, so imagine this. The new chief of police was in. He'd only been appointed 24 hours
that's
previously.
Right. I don't know his name, but congratulations to him.
Yeah. Jeffrey Donaldson was there. Johnny Sexton. People from Sinn Féin.
Johnny Sexton's a rugby guy?
The guy, he was the Irish rugby captain. He's just retired. Okay, he was there. Holly Hamilton was hosting. She was great. Former being on the podcast before.
All over the show here.
Yeah, but I don't know Johnny Sexton. Like, he was just there. I didn't speak to anyone.
Okay.
Like, I spoke to Johnny Sexton. I said hello, shook his hand. I was like, hi, I was a bit of a fanboy. Like, I was like, hi, how are you?
As you're dressed as a full referee.
As I'm dressed as a referee. Like, if ever...
That's the worst possible
thing. If ever there was Make-A-Wish.
Imagine meeting fucking...
I can't believe it, like...
Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. You're just dressed in a full Bon Jovi outfit. Like, I know this is weird, but I'm just a big fan. That's what you were like to Johnny Sexton.
I was like somebody from Make-A-Wish that got his dream, to go and meet Johnny Sexton. Like a 41-year-old man is meeting Johnny Sexton dressed in a full... I was so embarrassed, I didn't even ask for a picture. But it was really good. Yeah. Like, I really enjoyed it. But I went on anyway. And Jeffrey Donaldson was in the table right in front of me. For those of you listening, Jeffrey Donaldson is the leader of the DUP. And the DUP are the people that are not going into stormont, which means there's no government at the moment. And the guy from the chamber made a speech, and he was basically saying, like, we need a government. Businesses in Northern Ireland need a government, right? And I was thinking, oh my God, I have to go on after this. Like, they do not need me.
Yeah.
They don't need a guy from Cork coming onto the Northern Ireland political and business scene, just not giving a shit. Like, so I walked back on in the second half, and I'm thinking, I'll go for it. I was in my head. I just went. I mean. I'd rather be slammed in the press, because some of the speeches made the papers the following day. Obviously, I didn't make the papers, but like, I went on anyway, and Jeffrey Donaldson had not returned after the dinner for the second half. Okay, and I don't know, does he go home early or what, or was he in the toilet or what? And I just went on, and I just said, oh...
You implying Jeffrey does coke? No.
no. We're not implying that Jeffrey does coke.
We're not implying, I don't know, you know what I mean? He may have just had a long piss.
So he goes, I don't know where he may have gone home, right? But I went back on, and I said, oh, is Mr. Jeffrey Donaldson here? Has he left? And someone just went, oh, he's gone. And I went, oh, so he's not taking his seat. In reference to him not being in storm. Anyway, that gets a laugh. And as it gets a bit of a laugh, I kind of turned to my left and I walk off, and I just went, there's nothing fucking new there then. And that gets another laugh, right? And I thought, oh, here we go. And then I spoke to the chief of police. I just kind of like wished him the best of luck and introduced him to someone called Stephen Nolan, because I imagine he'd be on that. Then I did some gags, which went down okay. And then I said hello to Mike Nesbitt, who's coming on the pod soon. I then made some jokes about Johnny Sexton. I said, oh, you're the only rugby player that was drawing a pension at the World Cup. He laughed. He was laughing, giving me the thumbs up and all this. Got a massive laugh, and they did some jokes about living in East Belfast, about bonfires and all that. Absolutely just like went in and just went for it. Like, like took a risk.
Love to hear it.
Got away with it. Spoke to a few people afterwards, and I went, well, was I in the right or was I in the wrong? How did I pitch this? And then the person organising the event rang me the following day. And when they ring you and you see the number come up and you go, oh no, I've gone out in front of the top 100 businesses in Northern Ireland with some of the senior politicians, in front of all the press, in front of the former Irish rugby captain Johnny Sexton, or now former Irish rugby captain, and I just went, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And he rang me and he just said, well done, people loved it. And I just went, oh, my chest
That's great.
just fell down. I went, I got away with it. And you know what the beauty about it is? And if you don't mind me having this moment, Aaron, on this
Please do.
podcast,
Have the
Johnny
moment.
Sexton DM'd me on Instagram. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. He just said, it was absolutely brilliant to meet you last night. Hope you're well. Really enjoyed it. Would love to have chatted a bit longer with you. But I'm dressed as a fucking referee. Do you know what they gave me as well? Yellow and red cards.
And did you have
And
to
a
dish
whistle.
any out?
And a whistle.
Did they give you them and go, feel free to?
Feel free to use them. I did not use them.
I mean, yeah, it's always tough that when they give you a request, like you're not a prop comedian.
I'm not a prop
Like, you're
comedian.
not Carrot Top.
But you know what? I did actually enjoy it. And I think the fact that I was dressed in a referee got focus in the room, which is what they wanted. They wanted people to actually sit and listen because, you know, these big events can be really noisy.
Yeah.
You've done them.
I've one coming up on Thursday and I'm dreading it.
What are you doing?
I have the Property Pal Awards.
Didn't Shane host that last year?
I'm not hosting it. I'm just doing a drop-in.
Who's
set at
hosting it?
No idea. I'm literally just doing.
Did
30
Shane do a
minutes
drop-in set the previous year?
I don't know what he done. I'll maybe message him and see if he did. But I'm in.
What are you
line
doing,
with
10 minutes?
30.
It's too long.
It's too long.
In my contract, when I do corporate events in London or here, they say to me, oh, we want 30, 35 minutes stand-up. And we go, oh, no, you're getting 15 to 20.
Yeah.
You're getting minimum 15.
Yeah.
And if it's going well, I'm doing 20 or I'll do more. But at 15, I am legally allowed walk.
Yeah.
I'm doing one this week, the Event Technology Award. So people who organise events in England. So it's basically like if you organised, you know, like Glastonbury, it's best toilets, best wristbands, best apps
Right.
for
right.
festivals or for events and stuff.
What a niche random.
Yeah,
weird
it's my
deal.
9th year hosting it.
Wow.
I've hosted it every year for 9 years. And they go, it's not because they think I'm brilliant. They're like, he knows what to do and we can't be arsed.
Yeah. Just ticks a box.
And they're brilliant. They're brilliant events and they're very well organised. Oh, around 30 minutes there now has already made me anxious about you.
Oh, buddy.
You'll be fine, like.
Well, look, I'll do it.
Hey, Money in the bank,
at the
innit?
end of the day, like I did one of the worst corporates of my life last year where I went, nothing will ever be as bad as that.
talk to me what happened.
I told you, I think I've told
Oh.
this on this before, but it was basically a private members bar in East Belfast, and and I was instructed to do 20, and they were like, don't do no more, don't do no less. You gotta hit the 20, and I was like, yeah, no worries. And 2 minutes into the 20, I am dying on my arse with my best material, and I'm like, the next 18 minutes here are gonna be rough as fuck. And it was just
Was it silence? Or was
I was
it...
playing the silence.
So, but did they get up and move around?
Oh, just to go to the toilet or whatever. But they were guys, they were all old white men at a private members bar just wanting to have dinner and talk to each other. They did not give up bollocks about entertainment for the party, but they had booked me as entertainment.
They probably had an entertainment budget that they had to spend.
Probably, and I got introduced as this wee fella's going to come on and do comedy.
This wee fella.
33 years old. This wee fella's going to come on and do comedy.
It's like you're somebody in the members bar's son.
Yeah.
He's been like, I'll get you a wee turn.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's like, I've done Make-A-Wish being in the referee jersey, and you're like Make-A-Wish giving a go, doing a wee turn. No disrespect to Make-A-Wish, it's a great charity, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of like, we need to edit this out. We're going to get slammed.
Imagine a Make-A-Wish kid's last wish was to meet you. You're like the John Cena of comedians.
Yeah,
Just
the
like-
John Cena of comedians.
Just wearing a wee baseball cap and all
Yeah.
meeting them. Did we have Make-A-Wish in Ireland?
Yeah, I'm
Do we?
almost certain.
It's called the GAA, is it?
This episode should just be called I'm almost certain.
The GAA's make a nightmare, for fuck's sake.
GAA needs to have their
State of
fucking
Ireland,
accounts
they need to
audited.
sort
That's
it
what they
out,
need to do,
for
is find out where that money's going.
That's terrible. But so you did your rugby gig last week. I did a gig last week with Kieran Bartlett where I danced and sang on stage.
It's a boy band
We
on
did a
the,
boy
on the
band at
SSE
the
in front
SSE
of, what,
arena.
3,000 people?
Yep, all flashing their phones. It was like living a wee dream.
Was
So
it good?
It was it was delightful.
Know what I loved about it
Go ahead.
is that see when you turned around and actually delivered your line in the video with like that 90s boy band like we trill at the end of it and you got the wee woo from everybody and I was like I know Aaron and he will have
Love that.
he would have fucking loved it.
Yeah, I love the whole thing. Like, I mean, look, I am one of the few comedians probably that I know that has experience, background in singing and dancing. So when I get the opportunity to combine that with like a comedy show, it's like a wet dream for me. I'm like, yes, let's fucking do it.
Musical and comedy, big audience.
Yeah.
90 songs.
Yeah.
What song did you sing?
We did a mega mix of 3 different songs. We did Westlife Flying Without Wings to start it off.
Who was the lead vocal?
Kieran starts it, and then Willie comes in, and then Kieran's brother, who does music before the gig kicks off, Kevin, he then did a bit, and then I come in for the last bit, and then we go into Looking Like That by Westlife as well.
Looking like that.
Get the audience pumped, get the tempo going, and then we finish with the ultimate boy band song, Backstreet's Back by the Backstreet Boys.
And is it only lasting like 3 or 4 minutes? It's not lasting 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, yeah, we're not doing full songs.
Yeah.
We're doing the best verse and chorus, getting out of there. Doing a wee dance, getting out of there. We're really, what we're doing is we're masking everybody's ability to dance by just cutting songs as quickly as we can as possible. But yeah, it was good fun.
So it was good fun, great reaction.
Yeah, good reaction, good fun. And I choreographed the whole piece. And it was one of my proudest achievements in my life, I think.
And is there a video of this?
People have put TikTok videos of it on. We didn't get it professionally recorded. But I think the next one will be.
You're doing it again on the 24th.
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Well, you're going to have to do it now because people are going to be... And it's kind of the secret's kind of given
Joe,
away,
it's
isn't
funny.
it?
Yeah, but also people will be looking forward to it. I seen some comments on videos being like, Kieran, when you're playing in Lisburn, will you do it here?
Yeah, I'm going to bring my 3 other teammates.
It's like, yeah, I'm always going to bring those 4 guys to fucking the Lisburn Arts Centre. Just
You guys
on
are going to have to do like a press conference now that like say.
You know what you're going to do? You're going to do Sean's right. You're going to have to do the we're breaking up press conference now.
Yeah.
You know, and do the whole thing. But then announcing the reunion tour in 10 years' time. You know, when you're doing fucking small gigs in
Then
Belfast.
you'll be doing the feeling.
You and the Wolf Tones.
We're the new boys.
Have you seen the Wolf Tones announce their retirement today?
No, they haven't.
They did. The Wolf Tones announced their
See
retirement.
if you, for a second, think the Wolf Tones are not playing the Fela every year until... Wolf Tones be playing... See, with AI and holograms now, Wolf Tones be playing the Fela forever. They're never...
I've never been to the Fela. Is it good?
I've never been to the Wolf Tones or any of the concerts or anything. I mean, the Falls Park is literally right beside my house. I could go and just...
Can you
walk
hear it
down.
from your house?
Oh, yeah, loud.
And all you're hearing is like, go G Black and Tans.
Oh, yeah,
all that
all
kind
of
of
it.
stuff.
People going nuts. I've only ever done the comedy nights at Fela, which are always good fun, the Devonish. But yeah, I mean, maybe one year I'll go. Maybe next year I'll go.
You would like it, Andrew.
I'd like to perform there, actually. I'd like to do a comedy show, do a mixed bill, maybe Southern Irish comedians at the Fela.
That'd be great, yeah.
If you could speak.
There has been a sort of a culture of that in the past.
So I could say to the organiser, say, look, I'll host it. I'll bring up 2 comedians from down south. I'll host it. They all do half an hour each. We can do, you know, I could do Cork night or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? You give them a fee and give them a hotel and stuff. Or we do a night at the Fela, like.
Yeah,
I'd love to do it. Just come out in a Rangers top.
The concerts are good too because they're not like as hectic, I would say, as you know, like a normal like outdoor concert. It's quite chilled out.
Yeah. Well, you never know. We could do something there next year.
Maybe we do live in the field reporting, just on the ground of the concert.
Yeah, it'd be good. I was down in Cork at the weekend, and oh my god,
back to the motherland.
Mate, I hadn't been home for 4 months.
Tell me what was your thoughts?
Just loved it, man.
Yeah,
loved it. Just going home.
You miss it.
I did some gigs down there, and the gigs were good. Mm-hmm. I wasn't amazing though.
Right.
I was very off.
Do you hear? Let's talk about it now, Andrew.
I was off, like.
No, come on.
No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I did nearly an hour both nights, and I got plenty of laughs and stuff like that.
Fucking hell.
And I was doing a lot of new.
Were you
with
meant
a lot
to do
of
an hour?
No, like 40 minutes. But because I didn't feel I was amazing, I wanted to leave. I wanted to get better within the gig. I wanted to fight. I overcompensated.
Yeah.
But the gigs were really good.
Yeah, okay.
The audiences both nights were absolutely brilliant.
Is that a gig that runs like every week?
Yeah, City Limits, yeah. And first night there was about maybe 50 there. Second night there was about maybe 80. 70, 80. That's kind of, unless you're like a superstar, like Chris Kent now would probably do 200 there, do you know what I mean? But I don't gig in Cork a lot, like, so I wouldn't have any big draw, like, you know what I mean? So,
I see.
But, you know, when you go on, like, in the first 3 or 4 minutes, you're in it, like. Yeah. But I'm also conscious of the fact that, like, I released a lot of material on YouTube in terms of the TikToks and also the special.
Right. And
I don't want to be doing that material again.
Yeah.
So what I did was I have to, like, forget the last couple of years jokes, use the current jokes that I'm still testing, but then I have to go back 4 years, the stuff that isn't out online, because I don't want to be doing material that people may have seen.
I mean, this is the.
I don't think it's fair. But then again, you kind of do it like it's.
Well, look.
Socially, my conscience isn't right with it. Like.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make because look, if people were paying good money, you don't want to do a new.
Well, they were paying to see 3 people. Like they weren't paying. I was obviously doing the last spot. Like, but I just loved it. Like, I loved being back in Cork and being around the city again, and then seeing my family and stuff like that. Like, it was just so much fucking fun. But my family, like, are really funny. But by God, like, they don't give a shit about anything. Like,
oh really? They're
like they don't care about anything. Like, you're like going. I was like coming home and they were like, oh, what was that up on your Instagram there? Were you with like Johnny Sexton? I was like the fucking 18-year-old me who's like into sport would have like never have thought that I would have met someone like ever like Johnny Sexton. I know, but I was just one of those moments in your life where you go, I'm so happy to have met him. And I was like, yeah. And then they just went, oh yeah, what are you getting her for Christmas? I'm like, oh yeah, but I met Johnny Sexton. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because your family don't care.
Yeah.
Your family don't see you as a comedian or someone that's doing anything.
Mine love me, but
your mum still follows me on Instagram.
Your mum still follows me around the house like a wee ghost.
That was a tap in for Aaron there, wasn't it? Like that was such a tap in.
I'm so sorry.
She's following me around anyway, man. She's always there with me. That's the most important thing. She's always there.
Right here.
Do you ever see people like when when someone passes away and a robin flies in the kitchen to go, that's Sharon. That's Sharon. She's back.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't think that's Sharon. It's just a robin.
Yeah, that's like. Do you ever remember my Martin McGuinness bit? You ever heard that bit?
Oh, that's me, Martin McGuinness.
Oh, it's out in the special. It's coming. Oh, good.
What was the Martin McGuinness? Go on, just say it.
Oh, do you know my granny sees a little cat outside her house? She's like, look, that's Martin McGuinness. I have to be like, really?
Why do people do that? Is that a comfort thing?
It must be, or it's a thing where they cling on. Yeah, like. It's weird. Like,
but you know what? I know it's going to sound really nostalgic, but like I know, like people must say, but when I was down home, I went up to my mother's grave and stuff, and Julie had made a lovely sign for the grave and stuff, and I went up, and look, I was only there for 5 minutes, and I do. I mean, I know it sounds mad, but like I do still chat away to her, like.
Oh well, I think that's pretty normal.
You know?
I don't think that's bad. No, and look, it's more just a comfort, you know.
But you know what the weird thing is like I still have her WhatsApp.
Oh,
like her WhatsApp messages to me.
Like imagine a notification comes through one day. Shit, just
it'd be fucking. You'll have logged into the system. It'd be such an Aaron thing to do. When we log in and just shit Andrew up like.
Yeah, and I start typing things like "give Aaron more money."
Aaron gets no money.
I can give Aaron some money.
But I do like. The thing is like it's strange because I remember like I often go into her WhatsApp and I go through all the messages.
Yeah.
For like the last 2 or 3 years, and you read them and you go. It actually makes you feel like you're actually messaging the person.
Wow.
It's really surreal. But anyway. But yeah, I was home anyway and seeing the family and stuff like that. And I went to watch my nephew play against Cork City Academy. It's Cork City Academy. He's playing Waterford. Man, he's so good.
They got a win.
Can I just say, like, the talented... These are 13-year-old kids now, right? Mm-hmm. I have never seen kids like that be so talented at football. The touch, the feeling, the balance, the anticipation. Sorry, that was the wrong word.
This could be taken
They were the
very
wrong
out of context.
words to use.
I'm going to edit this.
These were the wrong...
13-year-olds' touch is so good. They're natural instinct.
The touch, the feeling, the anticipation, the passing, the move.
The
These are the wrong words. These are the wrong words. These are the wrong words I'm using. I'm watching my nephew play football for Cork City Academy. And what I'm trying to say is they were very good.
There you go.
The speed of them, the way they ran with the ball, their awareness.
Good ball play.
Their touch,
very aware
their
of the
anticipation, their communication, their off the ball movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
the way they wash in the showers, just everything was just so good the way they did it.
In no way are we promoting anything like that.
Absolutely not.
I've had numerous background checks. I am very safe this year.
Yep. Delete Rolf Harris. Don't free R. Kelly.
Delete Rolf Harris. Don't free R. Kelly.
I had to say don't there. It felt unnatural.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to watch him and I was...
R. Kelly?
No.
In jail?
What's all the moving about?
Sorry, I'm just excited. I'm a wee giddy hyper boy.
As soon as I started talking about that, you started to get really excited. And I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad. How am I the bad guy here?
And you know what? I'm like, we start talking about 13-year-old boys. I'm fine.
Please cut that out.
We're only joking.
It's a joke.
Keep it. Free R. Kelly. No, don't free R. Kelly. Sorry.
Do you still play R. Kelly on your Spotify?
Yeah. Andrew, you gotta separate the art from the
No, you can't. Do you? Can you?
Wait, do you mean can you or do you?
Like, I don't. I find it really interesting. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I've no interest in Louis C.K. anymore.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
I've no interest in
Beforehand,
Michael Jackson.
Would you have been like a big fan?
I would have been, yeah. I don't really watch it now. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just.
Look, it's tricky, isn't it? Yeah. It's tricky.
Like, it's a strange one.
Like. I look, the way I sort of see it is that, you know, before all that stuff came out, I was a massive fan of whatever the song and the joke and whatever it was. So, like, I still can appreciate and do understand that joke or that song or whether that movie or whatever it is still absolutely incredible. But the person behind it, not so incredible.
Is vile.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Let him go. Let's just see where this goes. Please, Sean, tell us how Michael Jackson, R. Kelly,
and Tom and Jerry
are like Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry is like an incredibly racist TV show.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah.
Oh, but it was from the 80s, though, is it?
50s?
Oh,
actually,
I think it was 50s or 40s.
40s, 50s. Do you remember?
But it's gone now, though, isn't it?
So there's a character called was it Mommy something?
Well, the mother of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking? And she would come in like the tights and stuff, and she would be like, Thomas.
Yeah. So it was like more or less like in a caricature of like a minstrel sort of thing, you know, like the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like, there's like a disclaimer now at the start of like Tom and Jerry, and I think this is like the best way to deal with that sort of thing. It's like, when you go to watch an episode of Tom and Jerry now, it says, we apologize for like the caricatures like depicted in this, but like this is art of its time.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't want to just erase this from history. You know, we want to learn from this.
I'll give you fucking great recent examples, which, by the way, like we all fucking laughed and had a great time with. Little Britain, Bo Selecta. When those were out,
I went to see Little Britain live.
So did I. And we were all like, this is a fucking sketch. This is a riot.
What are we talking there? 2008? 2010?
2010 maybe. Well, yeah, maybe 2008.
Yeah.
But look, again, not that long ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like Tom and Jerry times ago. It was fucking, you know?
Yeah, that's...
Just shows you, though, like, times change so quickly and, like...
Oh, time is changing super quick even now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, where we were a year ago and where we're going to be next year is going to be even further. If you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be even more gaps in terms of what you can and can't say. Like, what's the latest one this year? There must be some stuff this year that have come in that you kind of go, oh, that was fine last year. Yeah. Now this year you can't do it. So I did a show in London recently, and they had up on the board the names of the comedians. So they had Andrew Ryan and blah blah. But instead of like Andrew Ryan opening 20 minutes, blah blah, he had Andrew Ryan, he/him opening 20 minutes. And I just went, all right. I said, well, they didn't ask me what my pronouns were. They just assumed, which is, again, you can't do that, can you?
That whole thing's a bit weird, like.
And then the next person was on, like, they had their pronouns, which was they, them, and then the next person had a he, him, and a she, her, or whatever it is. Or somebody from Belfast would have a fuck up and fuck off, or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
But I just went, okay, I had no issue with it. But they assumed that I was he, him.
Yeah.
Is that offensive to assume someone's pronouns?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. But then, does the whole pronoun thing just open the door to let people be offended? Like, for example, you could have taken that. You could have been like, guys, big
my
issue
pronoun
here.
is actually dog/cat.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I am hot/sauce.
Rockadoodle-doo.
I don't think we should diminish that, like, in terms of, like I think that's you. It's obviously positive what that club is trying.
I thought it was really good, but what I'm saying is they didn't ask me. They just assumed that I was him.
That's the bad thing, you know what I mean? Like, by them already doing that, they should have just left it blank.
Oh, I'm totally, listen, I'm all for all the, like, with the pronouns things. I was at a wedding last year and there was somebody who was there, they identified as they, and someone said to me, oh, that person identifies as they, and I went, perfect. And I went over and chatting, and I used the correct pronouns when I was talking about them in another circle and stuff like that. I'm totally on board with all that kind of stuff. But when they had he, him up, I went, that's pretty cool. But how do you know I'm he, him?
So you
I've no issue with the pronouns, but they assumed I was a he, him.
You could have made a bit
So
of,
then-
if you were that type of person.
So then I made a joke about it, as you do as a comedian, you make light of it. But I'm totally for it. But I'm like, you assumed I was a he, him. You never asked me.
yeah. So if you
So
were-
again, they're trying to be they're trying to do the right thing, but also they've gone and assumed, which again is what they shouldn't have done.
Oh, one thing
I am a he, him, by the way.
one thing that you can't say anymore. In
They were right. They were right.
Yeah.
I am apologizing, but they were right, but I wasn't asked. Should you ask someone what the pronouns are? Do you go or do you wait till you're told? How does it work?
I don't think there's a lot of situations where you actually have to use someone's pronouns instead of just learning their name or that. Or if you think that you make a mistake, you say, "What are your pronouns?"
Yeah.
If you do think it's
It's what about you? What's your pronouns?
I don't buy into it. I'm just a guy.
Pronouns, guy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that area is a bit weird to me.
Yeah, like I don't go around with pronouns, but I'm
Like,
you know what I
put
mean?
like this, I'll never in my life ever go to someone, here, what's your pronouns? I just won't. Like, if you say to me, oh, actually, I'd prefer to be called she or her, whatever, no problem, I'll call you. But I'll never, like, go out of my way to be like, sorry, what's your... I just think it's a bit over the top.
You think so?
Yeah, I think we're getting to just a point in life where everyone's just way too...
Do you think it's coming back? a
way
bit?
too crazy with it. I hope it does, because I think it's a bit mental.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, happy to call whatever they want to identify as, whatever they want. Doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Oh yeah, like it wouldn't bother me. Whatever you tell me what you want to be called and what you want to be, that's no problem with me.
Oh, no problem. I'll call you a fucking turtle. Doesn't fucking whatever to me. But yeah, I also think there's a bit of an over the topness of like, oh, we're all afraid of saying. It's just like, look, if someone accidentally calls you a guy or a girl or whatever, you just say, sorry, that's not what I am. And then you go, oh, no worries. Here, I'll call you what you are. There you go. That's it. Like, you rectify the mistake. And it's different if, you come to me and go, oh, and I'm a guy, and I go, now you're a girl. And then I continue to call you a girl. Because then that's me.
different.
That's
Yeah.
me.
That's wrong.
That's me. Yeah, I think that's wrong. But yeah, I think you just sort of use your best judgment.
Yeah, every case is kind of like individual, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Like,
use your best
If you're being an
judgment.
arse about it,
Aye.
that you're the one with the problem. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Like if we met someone now and they said, "Look, I'm actually a she," and I go, "Okay, cool. What do you want to be called?" And they'll say, "Call me Diane."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Okay, Diane," and you just go by Diane, right? But if there's someone out there, I'm not bloody calling you. I don't know why I'm doing an English accent. I'm not bloody calling you Diane. And then, well, you're the. Why are you so upset about it? It's not your life.
Yeah.
Let the person be called Diane if they want to be called Diane.
Yeah, I think so. That's, that's the way I sort of.
That's the way
It's look, everyone has their own thing.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to the live show?
Haven't even given it a thought, but yes,
That's my Aaron.
that's me. Here,
He'll think about it at 5 to 3 just before he's going on stage.
Yeah, like you tell me what you need me to do, I'll do it. I'll be there, no problem. You tell me what you need me prepared, be there, no problem.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. We've got some people booked in. We're going to have a bit of music. I'm going to be hosting a bit of a chat show.
This is
I'm going to be standing back and let the guests talk. I'm trying to get into this sort of presentery zone, trying to learn about presenting.
This is your baby. This is your thing. I'm here for you to support, to hold you up, probably. But look, I am happy to let you just take
My guy.
take the reins on it.
My guy.
Yeah, is
Take the
all
reins.
is all
So
your
it's
thing.
going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Tickets are available, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday the 10th of October. You can get them on my website, on the YouTube here, wherever, my Instagram, on the link tree. 3 to 5 o'clock. We do appreciate you coming in and stuff like that, But you can also sign over to the Patreon where me and Aaron will be going into a deeper chat about a few things.
Oh, yeah.
£3 a month for a load of extra episodes. And the sign may look slanty. The sign may look slanty, but it's not slanty.
But your eyes are slanty. Go get them checked.
Look, it's like we put this on. Look at this.
I can't see that. Put it at the bottom.
Flick over the camera.
If it'll come to me, if he flicks over the camera, I know what you mean. The
See what I mean?
yeah, you put at the bottom there.
There you go. Look, it's
Boom.
perfect.
There you go.
What's it called? The spirit
Level.
The spirit level. It's
That's
straight,
us.
but the camera's fucked it up. It looks mad on the camera, doesn't it?
Do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
Spirit level. We're here drilling holes. We all love drilling holes.
we're yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on now. That's
Ladies
so
and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to Cork the North this week. We'll see you all soon. Please do join up. Sign up to the Patreon. Loads of episodes there, over 25 different episodes. A lot more explicit, violent, rough. People are getting talked about. Slagged off.
Yeah, we use guns and stuff in the other episode, and then bombs and all. We fucking do it. We all explosions.
Right, guys. Thanks very much. See you next week.
Yeah.